What's up? What's up? What's up? Just barely made it down here to do the show tonight. Because I'm in the middle of doing laundry. Thus the title of the show, Laundry and Such. Yes, I do my own laundry. Diane doesn't do my laundry for me. I don't do her laundry. It's just how it is. It's how we do it. It's one of the things I hated doing. I've been doing my own laundry since I was 13, 12 or so, whatever. And we lived in an apartment complex. So the laundry, you didn't have your own wash machine in your apartment. You went to the laundromat either in the buildings of the apartment complex, which they were okay. They weren't great. There weren't that many. And sometimes you'd have to wait for someone to finish their laundry before you could get in and do yours. And so I went to the laundromat, which was up near, the convenience store, strip malls, right outside my development. And literally I would go with just like garbage bags and laundry duffels of my laundry, but I wouldn't do laundry once a week like normal humans would probably do. Especially when I was younger. It was definitely a, shall we say, a monthly at best affair. And with that, I mean, like, I rather buy new underwear, socks, t-shirts than even have to wash them. So when the time came to do laundry, and I'd get up to the laundromat, and I got to know the people who worked at the laundromat, really, really nice people and stuff. And they would just look at me like, yo, do you have a family of like 25 kids in it? Like, what's with all this? Just like literally two of the giant king size comforter size washers would get filled with just socks and underwear. It was crazy. Those days are gone, long gone. The past, 20 years I've been living in a house or different houses and apartments that had washers and dryers in them. So I'm in the middle of doing my laundry upstairs. I just totally didn't time the cycles to where, oh, wait, I got to finish folding my shirts while the jeans and the sweatpants and other stuff are finishing up their drying cycle. And then I have towels and socks and underwear and all that in the wash that are done, that are waiting to go in the dryer. So there's a big backlog up there. So, but I asked Diane, she was very cool about it. She was like, sure, I'll totally take the jeans out, put the towels and stuff in when it's ready. So in the meantime, though, I'm folding shirts in my bedroom while the Montreal-Winnipeg playoff game is going on. And I'm like looking at the time because the clock is literally right above the TV. And I'm like, oh, shit, I got to go because then I got to log into StreamYard to actually set up, to get the stream going and stuff. And it's just me, folks. I'm the only one here. I don't have a moderator off-site. I don't have a producer getting me in the IFB saying, oh, your guest's in the room. It's just me. I am the ringmaster, the clown, the lion tamer, and the lion, and sometimes perhaps even the bearded lady in this circus, from what I've been told. So anyway, it is Friday. I hope y'all had a really good Memorial Day weekend, the extended day. That's kind of another thing that this show kind of snuck up on me pretty quick because the extra day off kind of threw mentally my head off because I went to a friend's house on Sunday night down in Jersey for a big barbecue and friendly poker game. And and didn't get home from that until like, whoo, daggy. Probably like 3 a.m. Probably got to sleep in the bed by like 4 a.m. So Monday was just sleeping off the night before. And I didn't even drink the night before. That was the other thing, because I knew, I live 2 hours from where I used to live. So 2 hours down, 2 hours back. And so there was not going to be any drinking that night. Plus it's poker, and I want to be sharp. I want to be on my A game. But I am drinking tonight. Matter of fact, some of y'all may be big fans of this already. I'm drinking some of the Rub Some Horsham beer, the IPA, from our good and practical joker himself, Mr. Brian Quinn's company, based out of Staten Island, New York, at Flagship Brewery. Good folks there brewing up the good stuff. So I rushed down here, like I said, set up the stream parameters. Then I was like, oh shit, I need something to drink. And so I literally grabbed my Punisher glass. I don't know if you can see the etching of the Punisher in the glass. You can see the top of the skull there, but so literally instead of me running back upstairs to get a proper glass, I was like, let me just grab my glass. I have a Punisher glass, like a set of glasses up here. Let me grab my Punisher glass up here, because I have my mini fridge down here. That's where the beers are kept, not to be kept in the regular fridge, but in the mini fridge over here. And I was like, ooh, you know what? I've had them in the fridge I bought like 4 6-packs. I was down in Red Bank, bought 4 6-packs of a variety of the Rub Some Horsham beer. And I've had them in the fridge now for like a good 6 months now. So, I mean, I've had some over that 6-month time, and I haven't had one in a while. So I thought I'd grab one there. So cheers. Friday night. Things are opening, people. We here in Pennsylvania are at capacity. You can do whatever you want. Same thing in Jersey. I know Jersey's that way. New York is that way. So we're moving forward. Now it's time to get the youth all vaccinated. So if you have children, and I think it's the age of 12 and over, get their shot, get it done, so that they can be in the restaurants and bars and movie theaters that we all want to go to as well. So big hello to Josh McManus. Thank you for joining us. Mr. Anthony Frischetti, good to see you as well. Scott Hoverman down at 3 Alarm Comics. Good to see you. Boo Boo Bear as well. Amy Tucci. Hey there, girls. Good to see you as well. Mr. Christopher Hewitt. Never miss a show. Trey Mock. Yes, I am supposed to be here today. Zigra71. What's up? Phil Holland. PJ. Good to see you. Jennifer Laybourne, good to see you as well. Dirty laundry. Yes, it is dirty laundry that I am doing. Amy says she doesn't mind doing laundry. I hate putting it away after it's done. Yes, the folding part. But you know what, though? The folding part is what took up my time to get down here. And the other 2 loads are drying, and as we speak. Christopher wants to know, Gain or Tide? Funny, it's Tide detergent. I've learned very quickly, and I don't get paid by Procter & Gamble or Tide. But I find Tide to be incredibly good at getting things clean. I'm not saying that I shit things up pretty badly, but I'm just saying it gets pretty clean. But it's so funny because Diane grabbed, we put those Unstoppables, the little scent beads into the wash as well. And so she grabbed Gain this time. Usually I grab the Unstoppables lavender. I like how that smells. But she grabbed the Gain Unstoppables beads to be put in. So it's, in a way, it's a weird mix of both Gain and Tide. I know. I hope it's not like Ghostbusters where you're not supposed to cross the streams. Who else we got here today? Or the jerks who touch your laundry if you don't take it out soon as the buzzer goes off. Who touches other people's laundry? LOL, pet peeve. All right, Amy. I hear you. Yes, that can happen. I mean, when I used to go to this commercial laundromat, I would always pick a day that I knew it was slow, like a Tuesday or a Wednesday. I knew not to go there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday when people are coming back from trips and stuff like that. So my days of laundry, if I went, was like a Tuesday, Wednesday, kind of Thursday thing, just to get off that. But yes, they are jerks, rushing you out. Although some may say you're the jerk for not being, on time and watching your laundry. But that's other people, not me. I'm just saying. Laundry, living solo has its perks. I don't even look at a pair of pants in months. It's true. That's the other thing COVID did was cut down on dry cleaning. Dry cleaning business dropped like 80% because people who do, who have dress shirts and suits and stuff to go into work didn't do dry cleaning either. So the sweatpants making industry had a boom, and the dry cleaning of suits was a bust. But now people are getting back, so we see what happens. So new is back every 2 weeks. No, I don't know. I don't know what that one means. What is up, Jason Mack? Good to see you. Sarah Jane, good to see you as well. Haven for Heroes, we're open and have a full house of Magic the Gathering tournament. Everyone all masked up still, though. Well, that makes sense. I mean, if there's youth there and the youth haven't really gotten all their vaccines yet, that makes sense. Our good friend Emmett Garham there in Port Jervis, New York, Haven for Heroes, the name of their store. Stop on by for your comic book and gaming needs. I'm glad to see you're back up and hosting the great Magic the Gathering tournaments like you always did before. Sarah Jane, good to see you as well. Jason Mack, good to see you as well. Mr. Scott Wachowski, good to see you. Mini fridge with beer and drinking glass in Gear of Wars. There you go. Right on. Omega Red 76. What's up, Brian? Good to see you, Mr. Plato. Amy says, Yoga Pants, day in and out was great. It was. The problem, though, is you didn't realize how heavy we're getting while in those pants. See, belts in regular pants and suits, I was like, oh, man. But that's the great thing about yoga pants and sweatpants. It was just like, I forgive you. Namaste. You can be any size you want. Find that chakra. Christopher, have you ever had a laundry disaster? No, I've never had some people who've had their laundry, like their washing machine explode or the supply line break on them. I've never had a laundry disaster. I've never had anyone steal my stuff out of laundry either. What's up, Mark? Good to see you as well, Mr. Josh Booth. How you doing? I got Junior Defenders after you mentioned it. Not bad, actually. I need to get you to sign next time. Yes, thank you, Mr. Booth. It is a cute little mockumentary, shall we say? And it's got Jason Frank in there, and it's got you got Ali Sheedy in there, and Justin Henry. So it's a good solid cast. It took 10 years to finish up, but overall I thought it went really, really well. Thank you for buying it and checking it out, and I look forward to signing it when I see you in person. You work in banking. Luckily, I've never gained a pound. Well, that's good. They only see me in conference calls from the midsection up. Yeah. There you go. I don't know if Jason David Frank will sign it, though. Yes, he does. He does have an issue with the film because how he was portrayed in it. But it's a movie, bro. It's not everything is fighting. Not everything is, battling the Power Rangers. So, and it was kind of funny, tongue in cheek about that type of lifestyle. I got a Super Sentai. I got Super Sentai DVDs from Shout Factory, aka Japanese Powerhouse Rangers original that started. Nice, sir. Well done. LA's totally awesome. To get everything out and everything at all. $1 at Dollar Tree and warm water even takes out the rust. All right. It's good to know. Xantonimum. Good to see you, sir. Xantomum. Ali Sheedy in the Breakfast Club was my first movie crush. That's That is not a bad crush to have. I mean, you could go with either one of those ladies in the Breakfast Club. And I'm not going to lie, when I got to act opposite her, she still had her very adorableness. Even then, that you couldn't help but be sucked into. She had such a curious personality, and and she's movie history. She was part of a named group, the Brat Pack, and just the 80s is just. She had so many great films. War Games, another great film that she was in. There's one with John Candy and Maureen O'Hara called Only the Lonely, where she plays a makeup artist for a funeral home. It's a cute story. John Candy crushes that movie. They all do. Maureen O'Hara is adorable. If you have Irish heritage, and you especially, it's a hilarious, hilarious movie. So if you ever get a chance to see Only the Lonely with John Candy, Ali Sheedy, Maureen O'Hara, and Anthony Quinn, by the way, plays the next door neighbor, who's hilarious. It's a good movie. Yes, Mr. Wakefield, I'm not even supposed to be here today. What the?
Not even supposed to be here today.
Or as I would like to say.
Are you even supposed to be here today?
Don't get me started.
Don't get me started. See, Brian knows what I'm talking about. Only the Lonely, he loves that movie. It's cute. It's adorable, especially around St. Patrick's Day. Amy Tucci, Ulens, I don't even know what that is. Scott, you're mumbling. You're mumbling on the chat, it sounds like, Mr. Hoverman. From 3 Alarm Comics, Biloxi, Mississippi. Check it out. They are also a shared universe franchise, I guess you could say, from the good boys at Shared Universe, Ming Chen, Mike Zapsig, Eatontown, New Jersey. They also have a satellite one over at the Bell Works in Homedale, New Jersey. And I think they're trying even more satellite stuff. So, too much to drink. Well, it is 9 o'clock on a Friday night. Sounds like the beginning of a. It's 9 o'clock on a Friday. Regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. I know the song says Saturday. It's Friday. Na-di-da-di-di-da. Randall will hate me because I love Godzilla, as he hated on Elias on Lord of the Rings. Okay. There's no hate in that game. We talked about this a couple of shows ago. I think I called it Kaijus and Monkeys or something, or Kaijus and Apes. Go back a couple episodes. We talk about King Kong versus Godzilla in the movie, and what my opinion of Godzilla was even back then. Were you and Zach and Miri make a porno? Mr. Wakefield, I was not. It was either going to be Seth Rogen or me. They couldn't have both of us. Nah, I kid. Nope, just nothing in that for me, which is fine. I thought everybody in it did a great job. I think it's a funny film. It's a good watch. It's not for everybody, but no film is for everybody for the most part. But thank you for asking. How long will you be streaming tonight, Brian? Well, I think I'm going to do at least an hour. Do you have something to do? Because go do it. And plus, I have laundry to put away. Like, Diane will be cool about moving stuff from the dryer put onto our bed, and then I'll fold it and put it away. And she'll move the other load over to the dryer, in which case it'll probably be time for me to then be done. And I'll go up and fold the towels, my socks, my underwear, face cloths, washcloths, the whole nine. You know how it is. But that's how the night started. For those just joining us, we were talking about laundry. So how I used to think it was the biggest, I kind of still think it's the biggest waste of someone's time sometimes, but it does keep you smelling clean, because there's nothing worse than running into someone who may have not had a chance to put on the freshest of clothing. So, proposition: how many subscribers until you do a stream wearing the House of Pain shirt and the green button up? Well, sir, first of all, I got to see if that shirt still fits me. No, just kidding. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I do have a movie next month to shoot, Clerks 3. Who knows? Maybe I'll slip it in. Maybe I can slip into that shirt and green overtop button up again just for one scene in the film next year. Or next year. In the film next month as it comes out. Hopefully next year. We'll see what happens. But thank you for noticing that it was a House of Pain t-shirt. It was. When can we talk new Indy? You mean Indiana Jones Indy? Because I look forward to it. Omega says, all my socks are the same. I hate matching socks. And it all works so well. Yes. They say that Albert Einstein wore the same colored suit and same button-up shirts and stuff because he didn't want to waste his time thinking about what to look like. So it works. Mr. Christopher Hewitt, Jay and Silent Bob opening. Had Jay and Silent Bob talk about the movie. It would be awesome if for Dante and Randall tell about the movie leading to Clerks 3. Well, it would be interesting. But I mean, you know, it's not far off after where Jay and Silent Bob Reboot ended that you start seeing what's going on here. Lenny, good to see you, sir. Something's going on here. Where's Mr. Svenning? Ooh, there is a line I haven't heard since probably I said it on set. That is a Mallrats reference behind the stage when Jay seems to have slipped the other contestants a J to make them a little, shall we say, loopy. But good. You literally, you pulled that one right out of your ass, sir. Because, like I said, even at Comic-Cons when I have a Mallrats shot, it's me and Jason Lee up on the stage sitting in the chairs, and usually I write, well, did he come or what? But now that I've been told my line, something's going on here. Where's Mr. Svenning? That might be the new one, but we shall see. I actually have a brother named Randall. He sometimes hates on me because he and I love Godzilla, and actually he got me into kaiju films. Well, that's good. Randall, you know, brothers do that. Trust me. They hate on you just because you're the nearest person sometimes. I am autistic, so my ritual is chat about kaiju. Sorry. I love all Japanese pop. Sir, no issue here. Trust me. I have a lot of autistic friends, people with Asperger's, stuff like that. Some of my deepest conversations in like meta level, like Inception level conversations have been people on the spectrum, I guess they would say, which I always enjoy. So cheers to you, sir. I always wondered why so many people had the same brown flannel on in Mallrats. You know what? I never took that. I never made that observation, but you being a photographer would obviously see that kind of composition of a shot. So next time I watch it, I'll have to see. It was 95. I guess that was when that color was back in vogue. I just had khakis and a blue blazer a button-up shirt and a tie. So I look like a young Republican, to be honest with you, back in, the Gil Hicks look. So I had nothing to worry about. But now that I think about it, just wondering. So here we are, Friday night. Things are getting better. Things are opening up. I like it. I like the fact that we're getting the kids all inoculated. They're going to be going back to school in the fall. That's awesome. I have friends who are teachers and other friends who are professors at esteemed universities. And, they're all getting ready for us having students back. And it'll be good. It'll be good for those college towns to have young students back on campus, young students to spend money on restaurants and booze and weed and T-shirts and laundry and, doing what you're supposed to be doing. It's awesome. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Still haven't gotten a chance to see the Friends reunion show. I've been, like I said, once this past weekend went by with the Memorial Day weekend, and Monday came and went, and next thing I knew it was Tuesday, and I have my regularly scheduled RPG on Tuesday, and then it was Wednesday and Thursday, and I'm trying to catch up on things, and I'm spending quite a few hours a day learning my lines for Clerks 3, and breaking the script down, and then just regular, go to the post office, go to the grocery store, yada, yada, yada. And man, the week went fast. Like the month just started. And to me, it's like, oh my God, this thing is blazing fast. Now, is it because by the end of the month, I'm going to be 5 weeks on a set of Clerks 3, and I want to make sure that I'm incredibly prepared once I arrive. And I know people are going to be like, you've played this character like what, 7 times in 7 different iterations, from cartoon to Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, reboot, Clerks 1, Clerks 2. You got this. Which I do. I get it. It's not like I got to do research on the character, or I got to do research on how things are said or stuff like that. But, it's, Kevin is really good at his scripts. He's an incredibly verbose, eclectic kind of writer. And this script he said this before in interviews, so I'm not saying anything that hasn't been said already. I mean, this script goes back to the old school roots of the very first one, which is a lot of dialogue. It's not an action flick. It's a lot of Dante and Randall. We bring Elias back, and a bunch of other people back. I don't want to spoil it. So it's just an awesome feeling. But at the same time, it's incredibly pressure. Like the pressure is there, because I'll be working opposite some really great people again. And we're back in the old location. So let's see what happens. So buckling down this month. I almost was not even going to come on tonight. So me not even being here tonight.
Not even supposed to be here today.
I know. It was nearly happening tonight. That's why I didn't have an announcement earlier today, putting the segment on Facebook and stuff, so people could get a reminder and stuff. I was just like, fuck it. Let's just do it. Let's just get on there. Because I have laundry to do. I want to get back to my lines. Because what I do is I record my lines and then I play it back to me. And I kind of learn it like a song would. Like how you'd learn a song, lyrics to a song. And so I've been doing a lot of that. Been putting, re-recording things. Because I'm now taking a different take on how I want to say something. So I'll re-record the segment. So I liked how I take it on this one. Which is funny, because I'll come in with this take on them, and then people be like, well, let's do it like this then, or oh, let's do it like that. But you got to be prepared for it. Hey, Gem Girl 1975, thank you for joining the party. Mr. Tim Daddy, I have a suggestion for Practice Clerks 3. Give us your best Randall. Why do I got to give you my best Randall? That's the worst, Bri. What? That's the worst. Terrible. Still waiting for O'Halloran merch. I know. I'm working with someone on that, and we have a few things that we're working out. So don't worry. We'll be getting them. We'll be getting shirts. We'll be getting mugs. We'll be getting some unique kind of pins and stickers and stuff. And I would love to have that stuff up there. Jennifer asks, and if you are, is it the same clatter ring you'll be wearing in Clerks? You mean this clatter ring? Of course it'll be in it. I don't take that off. I'm definitely going to wear it. I can't believe that this finger, or shall I say this hand even, hasn't gotten all like, or blown up 5 times the size. But yep, still there. I'm proud of me heritage. Actually, it's so funny. I was supposed to, my father passed away in 1985 when I was 15. I was supposed to get his ring, being the youngest of 3 sons. And they couldn't get it off his finger. And they were like, well, we'll have them cut it. Or they were like, you want us to cut it? And me and my mother were like, nope, that's to go with him then. And his was the real thick ones that they made back, in the 50s. And in Galway, in the original jeweler that created the ring and sells the rings there in Galway, right off Ayr Square, downtown Galway. And that's where this one came from as well. My mother got this one for me. So this is mine. It's nowhere. It's a typical type of ring. It's nowhere as thick as what my father's was. And it's just gold. It's there. I'm not a big fan of embellishments. I know there are people out there that put like emeralds in the crown and diamonds, or they make the heart out of an emerald, I'm a simple jewelry kind of guy. When it came to that, I was like, nope, I just want the original design, which was just gold. Same thing. I don't have it on me, but my Celtic cross is just a simple Celtic cross with the with the scroll work in it. I don't need a bejeweled giant, cross, or like, it's so weird when I see people with like diamond crosses or very bedazzled stuff. Like Jesus got like bling in his crown of thorns. And I'm just like, that really doesn't play towards the messaging of the dude on the cross. You know that, right? But that's just me. I'm a simple man, simple needs. So, but yes, there you go. There's your answer. Whoop, I'm losing my questions here. Dante's Inferno. Actually, that's the name of a sandwich at Talercio's Delicatessen in Red Bank, New Jersey. So named after the character. If you want to see a great sandwich, go down there. It's giant. Giant. How did you make the fake Quick Stop? I know it was fake because the third door was gone. We shot Jay and Silent Bob Reboot down in New Orleans. Now, Kevin wanted to shoot those scenes of the Quick Stop up in Jersey. But the production people down in New Orleans are like, listen, that's a lot of cost, flying a crew, blah, blah, blah. We can build, if we're not going in, we could totally build you the facade, which they did. And they built that facade. And the good people over at Legion M have that facade. They were part of the producing team of Reboot. And they took that facade to LA Comic-Con, I think San Diego Comic-Con, and a few others. And it was amazing. Like it really did look like the like the original. But yes, the third door was gone, which is an apartment, which is in between the two storefronts. But, you know, I guess they thought, you know, who but only the ravenous of fans would figure it out, not knowing that View Askew fans are ravenous fans that look at every detail. Like Fraschetti saying, hey, how come everybody was wearing that same brown pullover thing? Button up. Clerks the musical. Someone did write one and was producing one like at a, you know, off-Broadway level production without Kevin's permission. And they got a letter saying, yo, you got to shut that shit down. And so there is one written out there. Someone has one and produced songs. Never saw any of it or anything like that. So who knows? Oh my God. Okay. Question. Since you're wearing it face out, so that means your heart is not taken. No, what that means, Jennifer, is you fell for a selling story. That is a story that the salesman made to sell more rings. It's a love ring. Like if it's out, you're single, and when you turn it to you, you're taken. Nope. What this is, the Kings of Claddagh, back in Galway, Ireland, pretty much was a mob. It's pretty much a mob ring. If you were friendly towards the Kings of Claddagh, because the Kings of Claddagh were fishing industry and everything that came through the docks were the Kings of Claddagh. So when your family was loyal to the Kings of Claddagh, you were given this fealty ring, to which you then showed the ring if you had to get through certain parts of town or needed certain things to be done. This ring was a fealty ring. But then it was so cute because look at it. It's got a crown. It's got a heart. It's two hands holding it. Let me see if this thing's focus it right. Anyway, it's the type of thing that to sell more rings, they were like, we got to come up with a story. And the story was, if you wear it outward, you're single. If you wear it in, you're taken. And wrong answer. It's a fealty ring. So. Look, I don't begrudge the jeweler trying to make a buck by giving some sort of story to make people say, like, well, the one thing about that story is true is you can't buy it for yourself. Yes, someone who cares for you should give it to you. Now, back in the day, it had to be one of the member families of the Kings of Claddagh, who, when you wanted to be part of the Kings of Claddagh group, so to speak, you were given this fealty ring, and it was usually one ring per family. The head of the family would wear the ring. But now here we are selling it for love reasons. So that's to answer your question, Jennifer. And I always wear it out because that's how you, whenever you are approached, you hold who goes there kind of thing, you would hold up your fist with the ring to show that you were loyal to the Kings of Claddagh. And you were able to be on your way or get a good deal or whatever have you do. Yes, Gem Girl, Legion M did have great shirts. They still do. They still do. Rachel knows this. She worked with the good folks over there at Legion M. The Wall. Speaking of which, Rachel did a fantastic job. She did this kind of decoupage of Jay and Silent Bob comic book pages, all cut up, onto boots. These fantastic walking boots. She's coming to us from the good folks of England. So thank you for watching. It's pretty late over there. So thank you for tuning in, Rachel. I appreciate the hit here. Yay, Mom. That's right. My mom did do it. What else do we got here? When can we see you at some cons? Yes, I agree. There was something set up for my June and July that had to be now pushed because June I was going to be rehearsing, and July we're actually filming. We're actually filming into the first week of August. And if I can quickly pull up my calendar here, my August, I do have a show in August. Colorado Springs Comic-Con, which is August 26th. You'll get myself and Jeff Anderson up there. The 27th, actually, it's 27th, 28th, 29th. Colorado Springs Comic-Con, cscomiccon.com to get your information. So August starts me getting back out on the road, which, trust me, I would love nothing more but than to be back on the road. I had 2 kind of like small hits of it. We went to this one-day RetroCon in Kissimmee, Florida, back in March. And then in April, I was down at the fine folks at 3 Alarm Comics and Gamers and Geeks in Mobile, Alabama, and Biloxi, Mississippi. They hosted me for a couple of days for in-store signings. Once again, it was limited to capacity, so that's where the personal appearances at stores worked out better. So we shall see. You are very welcome, Jennifer. And yes, one ring to rule them all. Can I do an Irish accent, sir? How dare you ask me if I'm going to be able to do an Irish accent? For fuck's sake, sir. Don't be so stupid. I've never heard of... My name is Brian Christopher Patrick O'Halloran. I'm practically the fucking Lucky Charms leprechaun. Jesus. I hope that answers your question. Your reboots. Yes. The Jane Silent Bob boots were her reboots. I didn't even think about that. Very clever. Very clever. And it's 2 a.m. over in the fine country of England. Good to know. You need an Ohala Red. Yes, Amy. I still do need my Ohala Red. Still waiting for those boys. It's brewing. I've been told by Scott himself that they're working on it. And eventually, hopefully, I will have a batch soon enough. I know Pensacon just happened a couple of weekends ago. And so we shall see. Will you be in New Jersey for a meet and greet? We'll be there to shoot Clerks 3. I don't know if Kevin's going to arrange any sort of meet and greet while we're filming, although that would be interesting. Good to see you as well. We are good. Thank you for asking. I was there in Mississippi signing. You signed my statue. My wife went one day, and then I went, oh, that's right, Josh. How can I forget? You guys kept like, we want to get this, and we're going to get this. You know what? Why not? We're going to get this as well. And then the raffle happened. You stuck around for that. Thank you so much for doing that as well. You watched the new Conjuring movie. I have not, Yells. Have not seen the new Conjuring movie. I will have to put that on my queue. And Amy's right. Get on it, Scott Hoverman. He's not the owner of the brewery, but I'm sure he's going to get the heads up once there's a batch made. And look, if they can just put it into like 6 bottles and ship it up, that'd be great. Or 6 cans. Like the fine folks at Rub Some Horsham did. That's what I'm drinking right now, the IPA. Our good buddy, Mr. Brian Quinn. The Impractical Joker himself. You know what I haven't had either? I haven't had the 4 Color Demons beer yet. That's one that's eluding me. Every time I go to a place that I think has it, they don't have it, which is great for them. They're selling out. I was very heartbroken. Lisa Spoonhour died. I was always crushing about her. I struck up a chat with her shortly before passing. Love her. Yes, she... we just had her anniversary of her passing just a couple of weeks ago. Very sad that she's not here, especially now that we're going to be embarking on a Clerks 3. She is definitely missed. She was a wonderful, wonderful person to have known, to have worked with, and to see become a wonderful mother. And her daughter is a spitting image of her, and the same kind of cunning wit that Lisa had, her daughter has. And so I look forward to seeing her daughter go out into the world and take a bit of her own piece of the world for herself. Can you ask Kevin to reboot the Chronic and Bluntman cartoon movie? It is so hard to find a copy of that now. All right, we'll see what happens with that. Scott says, Amy and Darren bought me a 4-pack of 4-color demon beer, I guess. That was meant because the 4 was the thing. Yeah, 4 CD. You got it. I need me some O'Halloran merch. Yes, Mark. You are the second person in this broadcast tonight. Yes, we are working on getting merch. I definitely would definitely love the fact that y'all want to support us in this way, and I appreciate that. And I want to do it right. I want to get quality merch. I have a lot of friends who are years, if not like a decade in this game of doing merch. And I've reached out to them so I can get the best stuff and cool stuff too. Unique kind of fun stuff that people would be proud to own and display or wear, stuff like that. No excuses. Ooh, you drive a hard bargain, sir. No excuses. That's going to be the name of my biography. I have excuses. Tons of excuses. Tons of them. So listen, what do you guys have planned for the weekend? Anybody got anything really crazy now that things are pretty much at 100% capacity? I don't have much going on. As much action as this weekend's going, the laundry awaits for me is is as hot as wet as it's going to get this weekend. Let's put it that way. So I definitely, I'm excited every once in a while. I'm watching these NHL playoff games, and can any more games get into overtime? Like these poor players, they don't get paid by the period, but if they did, holy crap, they'd be in so much overtime pay. Every game seems to be tied and goes into overtime, and some really exciting games, some really exciting teams out there. Montreal is on fire. Like to come back from a 3-1 deficit against Toronto. And Toronto, like this is Toronto. This is not no, slack off team. And to come back and beat them and take the first game now against Winnipeg. And when I last left them, they were in the lead when I came down to do the show. So it's crazy. It's good to see the NHL, their playoff system and the way that they get people, going on is definitely an exciting things for the fans. So if you're a hockey fan, it's exciting. Mr. David Madison going to Boston tomorrow. Good for you, sir. I love Boston. His daughter is Amanda. You might as well know Amanda Madison is going to be the future president in about 20 years or so. She's finally picked a school in Massachusetts. Full ride. She got a full ride all the way through masters. And not just the paid for the education, paid for the housing, paid for the food. So I don't know what gene pool she came out of. It ain't definitely David Madison's gene pool. But anyway, she's a smart kid, and she's going up to the Massachusetts area, Western Massachusetts, I believe. So good to see. Good to see. Joe Ridgely watching the Islander game tomorrow. Yeah, that's been quite an interest. Speaking of Boston, that's quite an interesting series. I'm kind of pulling for the Islanders in that series, only because Boston's won so many times, and it'd be interesting. Now, look, I'm a New York Rangers fan. You don't have to be a first-time viewer to know that. I mean, I have a whole Ranger shrine above my head here. Here, I'll just give you a quick, if I can show it. There we go. See right up here, all the Ranger merch up here. Got my own mini Stanley Cup that my good friend David Madison actually gave me. Ouch. Yes, he's finally commenting on the comment about his gene pool. So I'm a New York Ranger fan. And so And so I would normally not really root for the Islanders, but it'd be interesting to see the Islanders win and move on. You know, they're going into their new building out in Belmont. I think they're making it out on the island in the new stadium, the new arena. So we'll see. What's up, little dude? What's up, little dude? To you too, sir. Hey, Biggs. What's up, man? Let's go Ravens and Orioles. All right. So then you must be a Capitals fan if you root for if you were a Clerks 3 poster. What that was here, I'll go back to that shot. What that was, he's talking about that poster there. What that was, a fundraiser for the First Avenue Playhouse in Leonardo, New Jersey, where we held auditions for the original Clerks, but also a place that I'd done theater out of. So there was a fundraiser for them that Kevin decided to donate a reading of the first iteration of a Clerks 3 script, a very different take on the script that we're going to be filming in July. And so that was the commemorative poster. We did that Saturday, August 3rd and 4th. I believe that was 2018 or 17. I can't remember which. And so that's a poster signed by all the participants who was part of the reading. So we did a stage reading of Clerks 3. We had two or three incredible sold out performances. It was a lot of fun. It was definitely a lot of fun. So that's what the Clerks 3 poster that he has mentioned. Well, Hollorant Hockey Bucks. There you go. That sounds works. Riggio booked me to cover some voiceover work for Paulson, who's too busy with Animaniacs. Right on, sir. Well done. You're always good for that. Cover Paulson. That's a pretty good backup. Pretty good backup. Would you rather watch the Red Wings play or watch the Rangers win the cup? What? What kind of a question is that? Obviously, probably from a Detroiter. I'd rather win the cup. So, I mean, the question would be: would you rather play with the Red Wings or watch the Rangers win the cup? Now that would be a difficult choice because now you're saying, "Ooh, do you want to play in Hockey Town?" Charity reading for the first script. Yep, that's right. Was the original premiere of Shooting Clerks a few years back in Red Bank was a great. You were at the Red Bank. Yep, was a great night. Do you know when the film will be released to DVD or digital? I believe that those guys are very close to releasing it. I think it's going VOD first with a DVD to purchase to follow up. I look forward to that as well. A lot of good effort was put into that film. It made Kevin cry. I was glad to be a part of it. Glad to help those guys out as much as I could. Punk Rock Box says, I'm practicing a Cajun accent for one of the character roles. Well, golly, that's a wonderment. I guarantee you put a little onion and garlic. Just watch a lot of the Cajun Chef. PBS back, we're talking 80s, maybe early 90s. Paul Prudhomme. Paul Prudhomme. Will Trevor reprise his role as Elias, or are you getting someone different actor? Any donkey shows, cringing and amusing at the same time? Yes, donkey shows are cringing and amusing at the same time. But Trevor will be coming back. That's a given here. How many changes are made to the script while on set to scene, dialogue, direction, camera placement? You know, we're pretty script locked by the time we get any cameras rolling. Any kind of improv or any kind of change or take of anything, it better be good, because Kevin is usually giving us his AAA, like really good, and I mean AAA not in a baseball sense, not like, oh, A game is better than AAA, but I'm saying it's like A++ material once we get to shooting. So not much Not much finagling. I mean, there is sometimes a different take on things that we're like, hey, can we try this? And sometimes it works out great. And sometimes it's like, yeah, let's just go back to what we had. The Red Wings are such a disappointment. They were. And that's a town that demands perfection. When will we see your movie role? Well, you'll hopefully see it soon in the next year or so. That was a great night. Yes, that was a great night. Thank you for coming down to see that shooting Clerks. Cajun chef was Justin Wilson, and he cooked with a spatula, onion, garlic. Ooh, I tell you, it's a wonder miss, I guarantee. He was one of my favorites. Next movie, cameo. I don't know about if it's a movie cameo, but I mean, I'm working on a TV series with Ernie O'Donnell called On Our Own. We hope to get that out. We've done 5 episodes. We're going to shoot for 6, bring it to different distributors and streaming networks, and then hopefully we have a season. 6 will be a season. And if they pick it up, we can make a new season after that. But that'll be the first time to do that. I whispered you a link to see my collection. Ooh, well, I look forward to seeing your whisper. Anyway, so the week has gone by totally crazy. Yes, Ernie is funny as heck. He is. He's got that kind of wry humor that you don't realize. And then zing, he gets you. He gets you pretty funny. If you've ever seen him on David Madison and Scott Schiaffo's show End of Night, which Mr. Joe Ridgely produces and engineers and is also a host, Ernie O'Donnell gets on that show quite a few times, and every one of his appearances is hilarious. If you want to catch End of Night with Dave Madison, Scott Schiaffo, and Joe Ridgely, their new night is now Sunday nights. Sunday nights, I believe, at 10 o'clock. I believe it's 10 o'clock now. So if you give it a chance, find it on your Facebook, YouTube channel, and on Twitch. So I whispered you a link to see my... Oh, never mind. Scott, that's it. You're cut off. You're done. I don't know what you're doing. Stop being so crazy. Pull up your goddamn pants, sir. Yes, exactly. Well, look at this hour has gone by way too fast. But I'm glad you guys made the beginning of your weekend start off here. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Get out there now that places are opened up. Support your local restaurants, your local movie theaters. I know there are some outdoor concerts that are in certain areas now. Try to get the economy rolling again. I see that we brought in a little over 550,000 new jobs to the economy from last month. That's a good sign. It's a good sign to see that people are getting it. They want to do it. They want to get out there, spend their money. I want to be one of those people too. I want to be able to see my friends, have a couple of drinks, have a couple of bits of food. But it's that type of thing. Get things rolling. Good to see you, Mr. Todd. Excited to be back on the conventions. Looking forward to seeing you at Nerding Out in Rochester, Minnesota as well, sir. It is a long time coming. That show has been pushed back so many times. So much. It was so pushed back, I thought it was going to be in northern Canada. That's how far it pushed back. But yes, I'm looking forward to it as well. So that's another show. Nerding Out Con up in Rochester, Minnesota. Check out to see that as well. Have you ever pranked any of the clerks? Jeff pranked Kevin really good in Clerks 2. There's the scene where we're rebuilding the Quick Stop and we're on the roof cutting wood and repairing the sign. And so we have an actual handsaw. Kevin's down and we told everybody that we're pulling this prank on Kevin. It literally was the last day of shooting, where Jeff is using the saw and makes a sound. And it's like, oh, fuck. And I yell over the roof, medic, medic. And we told the medic it's all going to be good. He rushed, grabs his medical bag, and oh my God, is that the finger over there? Like, it made it seem like he had cut his finger off. I think it's on the DVD extras if you want to see some goof stuff. If you see, I have the Clerks 2 DVD with the DVD extras. The prank is hilarious. And Kevin was just like, whoa! And all he knew to grab was a roll of paper towels. It was hilarious. So, Vulgar is so good. It's not for everybody, Sarah Jane, but Vulgar is good. Get a chance, do that as well. Thank you, Ryan. Rock on. Well, folks, if you want to follow along what I'm up to, best way to do it, here you go. Whoop, wrong one. There we go. Follow and subscribe to these pages. The Brian C. O'Halloran on Facebook, The O'Halloran on YouTube, Brian C. O'Halloran on Twitch, Twitter and Instagram, Brian C. O'Halloran. And if you want to follow this show's specific pages, there you go. Facebook at The O'Halloran. You also got The O'Halloran here on YouTube, Twitch TV, Brian C. O'Halloran, and also The O'Halloran on Twitter and on Instagram. So definitely do that for me and follow along. Well, that's it, folks. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I got laundry to fold. Exciting Friday night. But don't let my boring night bore you. Get out there. Have fun this weekend. Stay safe. If places ask you to wear a mask, just comply. Wear the mask. If you have a chance, tell your friends, tell your neighbors. Now 12 and older can get the shots. Get the shot. Let's make this a cool thing to be out and about. I miss you guys. I can't wait to see you guys in person. Just a couple of more months. I'll be back out on the road. Trust me, I totally want to be on the road. And it'll be the first time I'm taking this show on the road at a con, too. I have a couple of just straight-up audio podcasts, interviewing of guests, which I'll release at some point. But I'll be trying to do some shows like this, hopefully the Friday nights of a con at this roundabout time. But, we'll say that's a couple of months away. In the meantime, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody's time in doing this. And I want to say that I hope to see you next week. Hopefully my laundry will be done, so I won't have to do laundry. But maybe we'll have something else to talk about. But thank you, guys. It's good to see you as always from the fine studio here that I've set up in my rec room corner of my lower level of the house. Thank you. And that's a wrap. Good night.